Hello viewers and welcome to another exciting episode of Erongo Talk. I'm your host Tikador Nangolo and today we are here at Sweetside here in Walvis Bay where as per usual we bring you your latest news updates with the tides, and today we also chat with coach Willy Kapukare and Gibson Goseb, who tells us all about the ongoing introductory coaching course as well as the importance of empowering coaches not only in Erongo but throughout the nation. So make sure to stay tuned. We'll be right back after the break. Now for our first story of the day, Jemo Herring was impressed with the maturity of Shakur Stevenson. He showed his victory over Robinson Constantine last Friday at the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. Herring feels that Shakur could have stopped Constantine if he had gone for the finish, because the Brazilian fighter was there to be knocked out. With Stevenson now moving up to lightweight, Herring says he's going to have to change the way he fights because they punch harder in that weight class. Herring is warning Stevenson about trying to walk down the fighters at 135 as he was doing against Constantine. Shakur got hit by a lot of times by Constantine, and he cannot afford to get hit with the same shots at the 135. There are a lot of guys at the lightweight that Shakur can walk down because they are not big punches, but against Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia, and Isaac Cruz, he's going to need to be careful. I felt that he showed maturity, especially with everything he went through with the weight and everything. He still showed composure and did everything he had to, say Jamal Herring at the Fight Hype about Shakur Stevenson's win over Robinson Constantine. And now for our second story of the day. Namibia's under-23 football coach Colin Benjamin says that they will have to go back to the drawing board to rectify what went wrong in Angola after a 6-0 defeat. It was Namibia's second defeat in a row after having lost 2-1 to the same team in the Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers. The local side didn't look up to the task in the one-sided match dominated by Angola throughout the 90 minutes. The harsh reality of the Namibian soccer hit us as we were given the football lesson by Angola. I think the first goal was too quick and we were not on our man as we should have been, given the spaces between the players. We just really needed to recover, and that is why the Angolans had it so easy against us, Benjamin said. Namibia's level of fitness and readiness was put to a test against an Angolan side that has had an active league football in their country. This was a test that the Namibians failed dismally following a humiliating defeat. And now for our third and final story of the day. The Standard Bank Desert Festival takes place at Walvis Bay Private School this weekend. According to chairman of the organizing committee, Henry Camp, visitors can expect a lot of fun activities. Camp promised fun for both young and old. Bring your kids and let them have fun on the jumping castles as well as the water slides. There's a social game that will take place at 1400 hours to 1600 hours on Saturday on the new AstroTurf, which was officially inaugurated this week. Participants in the 90-kilometer race starts at 700 hours, followed by 60 kilometers at 10 minutes at 7:10, and a 20 kilometers at 7:20. 10 minutes later, the running event starts at 7:30, and for the 21-kilometer runners, followed by the 10-kilometer participants at 7:40 and 7:50 for the 5-kilometer athletes. The cut-off time for the returning runners is 10:30 and 12 o'clock for the cyclists. Now, if you want to read more on this or any of our other stories, you can check out our website. That's at www.erongo.com.na. Up next, we have our interview, so make sure to stay tuned.
Erongo Talk brings you community news in the Erongo region. For news-related or advertising queries, contact Erongo Talk at synergy.com.na. Erongo Talk, our community, your news.
Joined by Mr. Goseb, the acting regional coordinator for the Erongo Football League. So how are you doing, Mr. Goseb?
I'm quite well. I'm very much elated, and I can say we are happy that we are busy with capacity building within the region.
Okay.
So I'm quite elated.
Okay, so when did this initiative start, sir?
These initiatives arrived or was born through discussions late last year, around about October.
Yeah.
And this came about after discussions with the executive committee through its chairman, and then we had to submit a request of assistance through the office of the acting technical director at NFA. And it is after that undertaking that we were then assisted with an instructor. But due to certain inhibitions, we couldn't host our course as was planned late last year already. We all know the financial constraints of the mother body, and we also had the COVID-19 restrictions that didn't allow us to gather a large number of aspirant coaches. So those were but some of the inhibitions that we faced late last year.
Okay. So you say you faced a lot of inhibitions, you faced a lot of struggles, but then how is the initiative going so far?
From its initial stages of planning, we have gone back to the drawing board in terms of identifying what the needs are in the region. And we have came to realize that most of our second division based club teams or coaches are uncertified. They didn't underwent any recognized coaching courses through the recognized body NFA. And we had, through our discussions, then decided to engage the stakeholders, NFA for that matter, to gauge how they can be of assistance to our region, to assist our aspirant coaches in order for them to be certified. And we have got a positive response from all our member clubs, as well as some from the schools within the region. And then others came through private academies within the region, because the need is uniform in our region. So we have to start throughout our region to bring them on to par with where we want them to be, as per the requirements from Namibia Football Association.
Okay, sir. So are you guys planning on expanding this to a broader spectrum? Because I understand it's only in the Erongo region, you're busy right now. Do you plan on going countrywide, nationwide? What are your plans?
As I'm speaking to you, I'm only responsible for the Erongo region. And all the other regions, all the other sister regions should emulate what we have done in the Erongo region. And that is to have what we refer to as a regional needs assessment. And after that assessment, they'll have to engage the office of the acting technical director at NFA for them to be assisted the very same way that we have been assisted too. And I'm calling on all the regions to follow suit, because it will be of no use for Erongo to be in front with capacity building, and then you have a sister region that hasn't done the introductory coaching course for coaches within their regions. So I'm calling on all the regions to follow or to emulate the Erongo region in doing what we have done.
Okay, thank you for having us, Mr. Goseb.
It was a pleasure, sir.
Senior instructor of Namibian Football Association. So, Mr. Coach, Mr. Willy, how are you doing, sir?
I'm good, and how are you, brother?
I'm good.
Good.
Can you just tell us what's happening here today?
Good. We're here in Walvis Bay. We started off on Monday with the Introductory Coaching Course for the youth coaches, the aspirant coaches that have been already in training or doing their job. In terms maybe coaching the academies, coaching the second divisions, and coaching as well as the first divisions, and some of them that I might be working with the Premier League teams as well.
Okay, so how is the coaching been going so far?
So far, I have a very good team, I should say. I must give an applause to the chairperson of the Erongo region, and also I must give my word of thanks to the coordinator, Mr. Goseb, for the hard work that they have done to make sure that this course is on up and running. As you have just asked, the boys are really well. They started very bit low, but now they are picking up. So what I normally do is that I'm training the boys themselves so that they can also easy to remember, because we have the process of learning that they went through as well. It taught them that when you see and when you read and when you are doing it yourself, it's much better to remember things yourself. So that's why normally at this level I don't use like an academy for example to do practicals for them, but they do themselves the practicals so that it becomes easy for them to remember things that they are doing.
Okay, so what is the program for today? So what did you start with this morning, and how are you going to end the project?
Yes, we had a topic this morning which was about basic passing. So what the whole groups are divided into four groups. So group 2 was on a practical session this morning. So they were doing passing and the receiving, only passing, basic passing. So now when we have done from the practicals, you have to watch it yourself. They will be going to the class and are going to be taken by the match official, who will be taking us through the laws of the game, because it becomes important for us to make sure that the coaches on the ground need to understand what the laws of the games are, why they done the way that they've been doing it, be done on the field of play, so that they should also have the sort of first-hand information to understand the laws and be able to explain to the players. If it's an offside, they must be able to understand why they're offside. And that's why this word becomes important during our coaching courses, so our coaches can be taken through those one-off element of the laws of the game as well.
Okay, so how does one join this project?
This program is under the region. The region itself have a different people that are running, that are busy with football, either the second division teams, first division teams that falls under the region, and as well as on the academies, and also if this need be, the school teachers that are already also busy in football. These are the people that need to come to be part of this project.
Okay, so do you have any last words of encouragement, motivation, or to a future coach that's out there viewing this right now?
If there is any aspirant coaches, the way to go is education. You cannot be training the young boys if you don't have the education, because what is happening, modern scientific approach of the game has changed so much that we cannot just allow anybody to be on the field of play. So we need coaches that are trained, need people that have education to understand and to remember. If I'm training 4 to 6 young boys and girls, what type of training I need to give to them? If I'm training under 11, what size of the field should I use for the under 11, for example? So these are normally very much important aspect that why the coaches need to be trained and have the correct education to be able to train the young boys, because otherwise they might be even damaging the future of the young boys and girls to grow, because we might be giving wrong trainings to those young little ones. So when it comes to the elite ones as well, second division and up higher, they also need the proper training. They need to have a coach that understands the techniques. They need to have the coach that understands the tactics, so that the national teams coaches, the under 70s and the under 20 national coaches should not have a problem with a player that is coming from regions, because they will understand, they will know already that these coaches or the players that are coming from a Erongo region, they're well trained, because they're coming from a well trained coaches as well.
Okay, thank you for having us, Mr. Willy.
Thank you very much.
Hello viewers, I'm joined by Mr. Henry Camp, the chairman of the
Standard Bank Desert Festival.
Okay. Today we just witnessed the unveiling of the official opening of the Astro. What does this mean for the coast?
Well, I think it's an opportunity for kids and players from club level to show their worth. We want to use this Astro to lift the game of hockey to the next level at the coast, seeing that we didn't have an Astro like this before. So this is the first of its kind here at the coast. So hopefully we'll see more numbers from the learners as well as surrounding schools, and then even club members participating and using this facility to better their skills, and then in the end to better the whole of Namibian hockey.
Okay. And the Standard Bank Desert Festival is happening this weekend. What can people expect at it?
Oh yes, they can expect a lot of things. We've got a beer tent that we're going to have some live music throughout from Friday evening the 30th, and then we've got a steak braai at 8 o'clock, which people are invited to come and enjoy with a live band. And then on Saturday morning we've got the run and ride, where the people can take part in a half marathon as well as shorter distances just for the fun. And then as well we've got the cycling events, the 90-kilometer cycling events, and then shorter distances as well, and that should be good fun for the family. It's just to get the family together. And then after that we've got an exhibition by Skeleton Coast CrossFit, and we've got karate competition going on here as well, and then jumping castles from party kids, and so it's going to be huge. And some a little flea market where you can buy some stuff for the day and just enjoy the whole day with us.
Okay. And now for those ones that are interested in taking part in the run and ride, how do they go about entering?
Yeah, well, if you want to take part in the run and ride, it starts on Saturday morning at 7 o'clock, but the registration is from 3 to 6 on Friday afternoon the 30th. So that will be at the main entrance of the school. So they just come in through the main entrance and then they register. There they will receive their goodie bag as well as entrance tickets for the whole weekend, for the whole festival. So it's still open for registration. So hopefully the people will come and enlist and take part.
Okay. And finally, sir, do you have any message for the community of Walvis Bay? Okay.
Yeah, if you've got time free, just come and join us. Come and have a good time. Bring your kids. Let them have fun on the jumping castles and the water slides, and then just witness what we can bring them, and enjoy the food, enjoy the music, and just have a good day with your family. Enjoy the stalls and buy something small for the kids, and just come and see what the boys and girls can do on the Astro. We've got a social game taking place from 2 o'clock on Saturday afternoon till 4 o'clock, so there will be activities on the fields as well. So just come and enjoy it with your family.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Cheers.
Thank you.
Now, unfortunately, we have come to the end of our episode, but for more news, you can check out our website. That's at www.erongo.com.na. That's www.erongo.com.na. You can also send us your news tips at newstipserongo.com.na, or you can share with us your story in our WhatsApp and our Telegram. That's at 0811 7040. That's 0811 7040. You can also follow us on our social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Alternatively, you can check out our online channel. That's oneup2.com, or you can simply check us out on DSTV channel 285 or on GoTV channel 94. Now, that was all for today's episode. Until next time, it's adios.
This next song is called Magic Charms, and it go like this. Yeah. you see her do what she do, see when you see her, where she moves, see when I hold her up in my arms, she brings out my magic charm, my magic charm, my magic charm. I say every time she jams, Lord, she brings the joy to life. It's everybody in the house to swing and jump and jive. This man group she got is the sight to behold. So when she moves her body to the sound of her soul, when you see her do what she do, so when you see her where she moves, so when I hold her up in my arms, she brings out my magic charm. I said, no, you can try to catch her, yeah, but man, you better swing. It's the only way to catch her eye when she's doing her thing. Her soul is shining bright as she lights up the floor. The band is jamming to her hips as her lips cry out for more. When you see her do what she do, so when you see the where she moves, so when I hold her up in my arms, she brings out my magic charms, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Adam on the drums.